As protests continue in Hong Kong for the 11th straight week, operations at one of the world's busiest airports have come to a screeching halt. All flights have been cancelled as thousands staged protests inside the Hong Kong airport. Since Friday, large groups of protesters have occupied the airport's main arrival terminal, unfurling banners and handing out anti-government leaflets in multiple languages. They're trying to reach out to as many international visitors as possible. There were calls for 1 million people to take the airport terminal to protest against the alleged police brutality, but only around 1,000 of them turned up. This was a big enough number. Several videos have been surfacing showing the police's use of excessive force. Last night, Hong Kong police clashed with protesters at metro stations, and in a rare move, the police fired tear gas indoors. They cornered protesters and were seen beating them up at a subway. Now, these images were captured by the Hong Kong Free Press. The video shows a protester being wrestled to the ground and crying out for help. Another video showed a woman being rushed away in an ambulance after she injured her eye. The government has reported that tourist arrival dropped by 26% last month as compared to the figures last year. Airlines have claimed that forward bookings for the next few months have taken a hit. On the 5th of August alone, more than 200 flights were cancelled in Hong Kong. On Friday, Hong Kong Chief Executive Carrie Lam highlighted the impact on the tourism industry. She said that this was worse than what was seen during the 2003 outbreak of SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome. She warned that an economic downturn was set to hit the city-state like a quote-unquote tsunami, blaming traffic disruptions and clashes between the police and protesters for damaging the economy. But pro-democracy lawmakers have slammed her, saying that comparing this protest and blaming it for the economic slowdown was absurd.
They've already forecast Hong Kong will be facing an economic downturn starting last year. And because of this trade dispute and all the things going on. So the police, stop blaming the economic downturn on the protests. This is just ridiculous. It's completely absurd.
The protests have dominated headlines for more than 2 months. The tensions are now intensifying amid fears of a Chinese military crackdown. Remember, in a clear warning to the protesters, the Chinese army had released a video earlier showing anti-riot operations. Undercover police tactics have also sparked an outcry after reports of men wearing helmets suddenly making arrests. The Hong Kong protesters' tactics have also attracted controversy, with several reports claiming that protesters have adopted a hit-and-run strategy to create maximum disruption.